In an ordinary suburb, in an ordinary house, an ordinary man has levelled some extraordinary accusations. Hornsby Heights on Sydney's North Shore. It's a leafy, well-to-do suburb, not the type of place you'd expect to find one of the most controversial claims of sexual abuse in recent memory. Meet Nicholas Boshier. He's 32 years old, a father of one, and a victim of sexual assault.
I'd known this person my whole life, not just a bit of it, my whole entire life. If ever I needed a hand, he was there. He mistreated me, and I've got to carry that for the rest of my life, and he's scot-free. I feel hurt, I feel stressed, I don't feel safe and secure in my own home. I lost my job. I used to come here just to work with these power lines and the electricity. Now I know I can harness the electricity and the power within.
You've been accused of sexual assault by somebody who claims that he was your best and closest friend. Now, if you are found guilty, they will lock you up and throw away the key. How do you reply to these accusations?
Lady, put it this way, I'm not losing any sleep.
So you were sexually assaulted?
Yes.
By your own hand?
Sorry, I can't do this. It started at the office Christmas party, where unfortunately I brought the accused along as my date.
Were you attracted to him? The accused?
Yeah, he was a good-looking guy, but there are a lot of good-looking people out there. I mean, I like Robert Downey Jr. or James Cameron. He's cute, but I don't rape him.
You were being intimate?
Well, there were times where it became intimate, but didn't take it to that next level. There's a huge difference between what I think is a canoodle and then something grossly inappropriate.
So you were kissing?
Yes.
Yeah.
We kissed.
Were you drinking?
Yes.
And you also think you were drugged?
I don't really think I was. I was drugged. Hans offered to go and get me a drink. When I came back, I drank it, and the symptoms weren't semi-apparent. I was completely knocked out.
Did I spike his drink? No. He was dressed like an absolute slut. Look, buttons are on shirts for a reason, no? So, what message was he sending me? That it was on. On like Donkey Kong.
So he drove you home?
I left the office party with Hans, and again, I've got a pretty hazy memory of the whole thing.
This wasn't an isolated incident. I mean, this sort of thing has happened before.
Just because I had done this before, it does not mean that I'm going to do it again, or it's simply a license to do whatever you will with me.
But you had a hard time convincing the jury of that.
Yes, a really hard time, because there were things drudged up in my past.
So we got home and things started to get a little bit naughty.
And thank God my mother walked in, because Lord knows what would have happened had she not walked in.
Bullshit! He felt guilty about what had happened. He was totally embarrassed. I'm certain that this is an elaborate scheme to cover up for our fling.
I don't want to amputate.
That's your choice, obviously.
Yeah, well, the whole thing, you don't bite the hand that feeds you. You don't cut off the hand that you can use to feed you, if you choose to.
How did you feel when you heard the verdict?
I was devastated. Devastated.
Humiliated?
Humiliated. I have been sexually abused. I make those accusations. And not only does this person semi-revel in the attention that he's getting, he gets off scot-free. He gets off.
Justice prevails again.
Oh, that is such Hans.
But there is a bitter sweetness that came out of all this.
Well, that's part of the complication between why I can't necessarily live a life completely devoid of this individual.
Do you want to tell us about that?
Well, of my boy, you know, my little boy.
Your son.
My son, my man, you know.
Did you?
It was quite obvious to me where the child came from. That wasn't in question.
He's not mine, so there was some chat in the appeal about a DNA test.
The DNA report unfortunately came back inconclusive and it was just thrown out of court like that.
Again, science is on my side.
He's beautiful, he's my boy. But then he's a living memory of...
It's like he's a beautiful scar.
You could describe it like that.
So what do you say to the people out there who say you are just creating an elaborate hoax here in order to disguise the fact that your mother simply walked in on you masturbating?
Well, here's the irony. They're the wankers. They're the wankers.